Okay, we're back and we're almost finished with this guy. What we want to do is just make it nice and deep and everywhere. You know, make sure the hat is nice and deep and do the trim a little bit here, which we will do here. We're going to do one little thing yet. We're not done here yet. I'm just going to redefine this a little bit. It's really important to have a detail knife, and what I mean by a detail knife is a knife that has a nice little point to it, so you can get up into small areas. This can be used either as a roughing knife. It's basically a detail knife, but the blade's okay to use as a standard roughing knife and a detail. We're just doing a few things here and just cleaning things up. Now, one other thing we need to do on this thing is to finish up the feet, so let's go back down here. And I'm going to push it in pretty far. I do want this definitely to be distinctive. These feet are sitting underneath here, so we're just doing a nice deep V cut. Okay, see how it makes it look like it's going underneath? Alright. And yeah, that's important, you know, to those cuts. You know, one or two cuts can make a world of difference on a piece. Make it or break it sometimes. I'm gonna go back here and run that underneath there just a tad, so that looks nice and deep. See how nice and deep that looks? Same thing over here. We're gonna make this really nice and deep. You know, if you can lean it on a table, that's the best way than in your hand. You know, doing it above a table keeps the chips on the table. Alright, there we go. And the last thing we're going to do, since we have this, I'm just going to try to get a little bit of a, alright, there we go. Alright. See how we have that? Now that's a little flatter than this one. This is a little more distinctive. When you carve anything, folks, sometimes I'm going to sweep that out. See how I'm sweeping those corners out? Make it look like it's leaning against that bill. Okay, see how I have that? Let's see if I can get the background. See how that is? And then what you also do is very lightly take your knife and try to put a little V cut in here on one side, just like so. See? And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You don't want to push real hard because you don't want to nick anything out. And then I'll go around the front here, just like so. A little hard for me to see this, but I hope I didn't just chip that out. If I did, there's always a way of fixing it, folks. Always, always, always. Alright. Aha, see, I just did that. What we're going to do is we're undercut that a little bit. Most bills go underneath anyway, the lower bill. So we'll just vamp that a little bit. See? Just like so. And then I'll just go back and I'll make it a little bit more. Let me work on this back here just for a second because I can't see it really well up there. A little more light back here to rectify it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so what we want to do is every corner we're going to make a little bit of a put a little bit of a sweep in there, a little bit of a hollow. And I'll redefine this with just a little bit more when I'm offline. And then when I get this painted later on, I'll show it to you. If not, this is what it will look like. Okay, and I'll bring it back and show you the finished one when I get it done. Okay, but this is our project. You can go back, and the same thing with the back of these wings. You can go back here and make them a little deeper, so it looks like it's underneath. And you gotta be careful. See how I tugged? You got to turn it around and go the other way. Come up the other way. Alright, Same thing here. Alright. Okay, the other thing I did do, and I failed, see how I have the bottom where it's, I don't know if you can see it, let me see if I put the white chips behind there if you can see it. See how I have this, you know, chipped out a little bit, just to tell you, what you need to do is you see there's a little piece there that's got to come out. So what you want to do is just a little V-cut. Okay, that's it. See how simple that was? And then just bring it up for. There you go. Same thing with the feet there. I didn't quite finish that. I'm gonna round this off. I thought I was done, folks. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Try to get as much detail in the videos as I can for you folks. Alright, and that's our little penguin. Alright, with a Santa hat, or cone penguin. See? That's how he looks, and that's how it looks on the side. Look in the back. All I use is straight white. I didn't antique him yet. I might do that a little bit later. It gives it a little bit more depth to the place. So you can also, if you want, just to tell you, you can use a little gouge to do the brim. Just like we did on the other one, you know. Just go around and make little gouge marks. Make it look fluffy. But that's optional. If you have it, fine. You may want to try this. If not, that's also okay. There's no right or wrong way. Just giving you a couple of ideas here and there. See how I'm going back and forth on that? I'm choking up on that and using my thumb as a guide. That's it. I'll give that little fluffy look. Alright. Let me go this way, that way. Just to give it an uneven look. So, alright, so that's what it looks like. And I'm going to redefine it a little bit more when I'm offline to help it out. Thanks for joining me for this next project. I will show you what it looks like after I get it painted. It might not paint it for a little while, but I'll come back and show it to you. But this is what it should look like. You should use white for the top, red or red iron color, and white, and then wings for the black for the wings and the feet and the back portion. This will have a little bit of a back portion to it. Okay, folks, thanks so much for joining me here again on the wood shop. It's a pleasure as always. Bye bye.